You did not stop here by accident. Something inside you felt a quiet pull before your mind could explain it. Your eyes paused. Your attention softened. For a brief moment, the noise around you faded into the background. That pause matters. It may be a sign that your heart is searching for something deeper. It may be a sign that a part of you is ready for a new perspective. Right now, at this point in your life, there is a reason these words are reaching you. Not because the future is already written, not because every answer is known, but because you are standing in a season of change. Something inside you is shifting, even if you cannot fully explain it yet, even if you cannot clearly see where it is leading. A chapter of your life is slowly coming to an end. Another chapter is beginning to take shape. And what lies ahead may bring greater clarity, deeper understanding, and a kind of love that feels calm rather than confusing. Stay here for a moment. Allow yourself to slow down. Allow yourself to be present. What you are about to hear is not meant to impress you. It is meant to meet you where you are. There is a reason this message caught your attention. There is a reason you decided to keep listening. There is a reason something inside you feels curious enough to stay. Sometimes life speaks quietly. Sometimes the messages we need do not arrive with great noise or dramatic signs. Sometimes they arrive through a simple moment of reflection, a simple pause, a simple feeling that says, keep going. As you listen, allow yourself to be open, not to promises, not to predictions, but to possibilities. Because possibility is where hope begins, and hope is often the first step toward change. For a long time, you may have carried more than most people realize. You may have smiled when you felt tired. You may have encouraged others while secretly needing encouragement yourself. You may have continued moving forward, even when your heart felt heavy. Many of your struggles may have gone unseen. Many of your worries may have remained unspoken. There were moments when you felt alone, moments when you questioned your direction, moments when you wondered whether anyone truly understood what you were carrying. Yet here you are, still moving forward, still growing, still searching for meaning. That matters more than you know. The fact that you are still here means something important. It means you have survived every difficult day that once felt impossible. It means you have made it through every challenge that tried to convince you to give up. It means there is strength within you, even when you do not always recognize it. And now, something new may be approaching. Not necessarily in the way you expect, not necessarily according to the timeline you imagined. But life has a way of bringing unexpected connections into our path. Sometimes the people who impact us most are not the people we spend years searching for. Sometimes they arrive when we least expect them. Sometimes they enter our lives quietly. A conversation, a chance meeting, a friendship, a simple connection that gradually becomes something meaningful. There may come a time when someone enters your world and sees you in a way that feels different. Not because they think you are perfect, but because they appreciate who you are. Not because they ignore your flaws, but because they accept that every person has imperfections. Not because they want to change you, but because they respect the person you have become. That kind of connection can be powerful. It can remind you that love is not about becoming someone else. It is about being accepted while continuing to grow. You may have experienced relationships that left questions behind, relationships that taught difficult lessons, relationships that made you doubt your worth. You may have spent time wondering why certain connections did not last, why certain people walked away, why certain hopes never became reality. But every experience carries a lesson. Every ending teaches something. Every challenge shapes us in ways we often understand only later. What once felt like a setback may have been preparing you for something healthier. What once felt like rejection may have been creating space for a better opportunity. What once felt like loss may have been guiding you toward a new beginning. As you continue forward, remember this. You do not need another person to complete you. You are already whole. You are already valuable. You are already worthy of care and respect. A healthy relationship is not about finding someone to fix you. It is about finding someone who walks beside you while you continue becoming the person you want to be. The strongest connections are built on understanding. They are built on honesty. They are built on trust. They are built on mutual respect. And when those qualities are present, a relationship becomes more than romance. It becomes a partnership. It becomes a safe place where both people can grow. Perhaps the future holds a connection that surprises you. Perhaps it will come from someone you never expected. Perhaps it will arrive in a form that does not match the picture you created in your mind. Life often works that way. The most meaningful experiences rarely arrive exactly as planned. They arrive in their own time, in their own way. And when they do, they often feel natural, not forced, not rushed, not confusing, just steady, just clear, just real. If there is one thing you should carry with you today, let it be this. Do not close your heart because of what happened yesterday. Do not assume your future must look like your past. Do not let old disappointments convince you that new possibilities cannot exist. Your story is still being written. There are conversations you have not had yet. Friendships you have not formed yet. Moments of joy you have not experienced yet. Opportunities you have not discovered yet. And perhaps, somewhere ahead, there is a connection waiting to enter your life at exactly the right moment. Until then, keep growing, keep learning, keep trusting yourself. Keep becoming the person you are meant to be. The more you value yourself, the more clearly you will recognize the people who value you too. The more peace you create within yourself, the easier it becomes to recognize relationships that bring peace rather than chaos. And when the right connection arrives, it will not need endless guessing games. It will not require you to shrink yourself. It will not require you to constantly prove your worth. Instead, it will encourage you to be yourself. It will create space for honesty. It will make room for growth. And most importantly, it will remind you of something you may have forgotten. You have always been worthy of genuine love, genuine respect, and genuine care. No matter what your past has looked like, no matter how many mistakes you have made, no matter how many times you have doubted yourself, you deserve relationships that bring out the best in you. You deserve connections that support your growth. You deserve people who see your value and treat you with kindness. So take a deep breath. Release the weight you no longer need to carry. Allow yourself to move forward with hope. Not because the future is guaranteed, but because new possibilities are always waiting to be discovered. Your next chapter has not fully revealed itself yet, but it is coming. One step at a time, one moment at a time, one choice at a time. And as you continue your journey, trust that the right people, the right lessons, and the right opportunities can find their way into your life when you are ready to receive them. Stay open, stay patient, stay kind to yourself. The future is still unfolding, and some of the most meaningful moments of your story may still be ahead. Even if your mind begins to question it, and even if past experiences create moments of doubt, there may come a time when your heart understands something before your thoughts do. Some connections feel different from the very beginning. They do not arrive with confusion or uncertainty. They do not leave you constantly wondering where you stand. Instead, they feel calm. They feel natural. They feel like something that belongs in your life. Not because every challenge disappears, not because every day becomes perfect, but because the foundation is built on honesty, understanding, and genuine care. The person who enters your life may bring a fresh perspective that changes the way you see yourself and the world around you. They may help you rediscover parts of yourself that have been quiet for a long time. They may remind you of dreams you placed on hold. They may encourage passions that slowly faded beneath years of responsibility, pressure, and daily routines. Through their presence, ordinary moments may begin to feel meaningful again. Simple conversations may become memorable. Small experiences may carry new value. You may notice beauty in places where you once saw only routine. You may find yourself believing in possibilities that you quietly stopped believing in long ago. Their energy may inspire you. Their outlook may encourage you. Their presence may bring renewed enthusiasm into areas of life that once felt distant or forgotten. At the same time, everything you have lived through becomes valuable. Your experiences matter. Your lessons matter. Your journey matters. You have faced situations that taught you resilience. You have learned from mistakes. You have gained wisdom through challenges. You have developed understanding that only time can provide. Because of this, your presence may become a source of comfort and guidance for someone else. There can be a beautiful balance when two people bring different strengths into a relationship. One person may bring excitement and curiosity. The other may bring stability and perspective. One may inspire adventure. The other may provide reassurance. Together, they create something stronger than either could build alone. Life often unfolds in ways we do not fully understand at first. Many important events seem random until we look back and recognize how they connected. Sometimes, timing appears mysterious. Sometimes delays turn out to be preparation. Sometimes what felt like an obstacle becomes part of the path that leads us where we need to go. The connections that matter most often arrive when both people are ready to appreciate them. Not too early, not too late. At the right moment for growth. At the right moment for understanding. At the right moment for something meaningful to begin. Many people carry wounds from relationships that demanded too much and gave too little. They offered loyalty and received uncertainty. They offered effort and received inconsistency. They invested their hearts and were left questioning their value. Experiences like these leave lasting marks. They create hesitation. They create fear. They create protective walls. Those walls often serve a purpose. They help us survive difficult seasons. But there comes a point when some of those walls no longer serve us. There comes a point when healing requires openness. Not reckless openness, not blind trust, but a willingness to believe that healthy connections are possible. A genuine relationship does not treat love as something temporary or disposable. It treats love with care. It treats commitment with respect. It values honesty. It values consistency. It values mutual effort. In a healthy connection, words and actions move in the same direction. Promises are supported by behavior. Trust grows because both people show up consistently. Instead of confusion, there is clarity. Instead of constant anxiety, there is reassurance. Instead of endless guessing, there is understanding. You may sometimes worry about how others will respond to the choices you make. You may wonder what family members will think. You may wonder how friends will react. You may worry about expectations placed upon you by society. These concerns are natural. Most people want acceptance. Most people want understanding. Most people want to feel supported by those around them. But there comes a moment when your own happiness deserves consideration too. Your life belongs to you. Your decisions belong to you. Your future belongs to you. People who truly care about you often recognize genuine happiness when they see it. They notice positive changes. They see renewed confidence. They notice a lighter spirit. They recognize authentic joy. And while not everyone will understand every choice you make, your path was never meant to be controlled by the opinions of others. No meaningful relationship is completely free from challenges. Differences will appear. Misunderstandings will happen. There will be moments that require patience. There will be situations that require honest communication. These moments are not signs that something is wrong. In many cases, they are opportunities to strengthen trust and deepen understanding. Strong relationships are not built by avoiding difficulties. They are built by facing difficulties together. Every lasting partnership requires effort. The difference is that healthy effort feels purposeful. It feels worthwhile. It feels like building something valuable rather than constantly repairing unnecessary damage. A supportive partner encourages growth. They inspire progress. They help bring out strengths that may have been hidden beneath self-doubt. Their encouragement can motivate you to pursue goals you once abandoned. Their belief in you can help you believe in yourself again. At the same time, you may offer qualities they need as well. You may provide stability. You may provide reassurance. You may provide emotional support during difficult moments. You may become a source of calm when life feels uncertain. The best relationships are rarely one-sided. Both people contribute. Both people learn. Both people grow. Both people help one another become better versions of themselves. Sometimes, love also creates space for healing. Not because one person fixes the other. No one has that responsibility. Healing happens because acceptance creates safety. Safety allows honesty. Honesty allows growth. Growth creates transformation. There may be fears that began years ago. Fears connected to rejection. Fears connected to disappointment. Fears connected to moments when you felt unseen or misunderstood. Over time, those fears can shape how you approach relationships. They can influence how much you trust. They can affect how much of yourself you reveal. But when a healthy connection develops, some of those fears begin to lose their power. Trust grows gradually. Confidence returns slowly. Walls begin to soften, not because anyone demands it, but because the environment feels safe enough for it to happen naturally. Nothing you experienced was completely wasted. The challenges taught lessons. The heartbreak created awareness. The waiting developed patience. The difficult seasons revealed what truly matters. Every experience contributed something valuable to the person you are today. And because of those experiences, you now understand relationships differently. You understand the importance of respect. You understand the importance of communication. You understand the importance of emotional maturity. You understand the importance of balance. Some people spend years wondering whether meaningful love is still possible. They question whether the opportunity has passed. They wonder whether deep connection belongs only to other people. But genuine connection does not follow a strict timeline. There is no deadline on companionship. There is no expiration date on emotional connection. As long as a person remains open to growth, new possibilities can still appear. Hope can still exist. Connection can still happen. Many hopes are carried quietly. Many desires are spoken only in private moments. Many people long to be understood. They long to be appreciated. They long to be accepted for who they truly are. Those desires are deeply human, and when the right connection begins to form, it often feels different from what was imagined. Conversations flow naturally. Time passes quickly. Silence feels comfortable. Understanding develops without constant effort. You feel accepted without needing to prove your value over and over again. Laughter becomes easier. Joy feels more accessible. Life begins to feel lighter. New experiences become exciting. Curiosity returns. Possibilities expand. The relationship becomes a place where both people can be authentic. One person may bring fresh energy and enthusiasm. The other may bring consistency and wisdom. Together, they create balance. Together, they create trust. Together, they create something that feels steady, supportive, and real. And when that kind of connection finally appears, there is often a quiet moment of recognition. Not a dramatic sign, not a sudden certainty, just a calm understanding. A feeling that says, this connection is worth exploring. A feeling that says, this person matters. A feeling that says, something meaningful may be beginning. And sometimes, that simple feeling becomes the start of a beautiful new chapter. Not everyone around you will immediately understand the happiness that enters your life. Some people become comfortable with the version of you they have always known. They become familiar with your struggles, your routines, and even your limitations. When they see you growing, changing, and becoming happier, they may not always know how to respond. Sometimes their discomfort appears as concern. Sometimes it appears as criticism. Sometimes it appears as advice that feels discouraging rather than supportive. This is why it is important to be careful about whose opinions you allow to influence your heart. Not every voice deserves equal weight. Not everyone who speaks with confidence speaks with wisdom. Not everyone who offers advice truly understands your journey. Trust yourself. Trust the lessons life has taught you. Trust the peace that comes when something feels right for you. The connection entering your life is not something to fear. It is not a mistake. It is not an accident. It is another step in your personal journey. It is a chapter unfolding when the time is right. Many people project their own fears onto others. They speak from their own disappointments. They judge through the lens of their own experiences. They may try to convince you that something is impossible simply because they never experienced it themselves. They may question your choices because they are still questioning their own. This is why protecting your peace is so important. Guard your joy, protect your confidence, nurture your ability to love openly and sincerely. Choose carefully who you allow close to your heart. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your growth. Spend time with people who are happy when good things happen to you. Stay connected to people who encourage your dreams instead of limiting them. The right people will not compete with your happiness. They will not feel threatened by your success. They will not become uncomfortable when you begin to thrive. Instead, they will cheer for you. They will support you. They will remind you of your strength during difficult moments. Those are the people who deserve a place in your life. The person entering your world may also need understanding and care. Even if they appear confident on the outside, they may carry private struggles that few people know about. Everyone carries a story. Everyone carries memories. Everyone carries experiences that shape the way they see themselves and others. There may be disappointments from their past. There may be fears they rarely discuss. There may be insecurities they keep hidden behind a smile. Loving someone well means creating a space where they can be themselves. A space where they do not have to pretend. A space where they do not have to hide their feelings. A space where honesty is welcomed instead of judged. A space where vulnerability is treated with respect. The ability to create that kind of environment is one of the greatest gifts a person can offer. Your life experiences have prepared you for that. Every challenge you faced taught you something valuable. Every setback strengthened your understanding. Every difficult season expanded your ability to empathize with others. The patience you develop through hardship is valuable. The compassion you gained through struggle is valuable. The wisdom you earned through experience is valuable. These qualities are not weaknesses, they are strengths. They are the qualities that help relationships grow deeper over time. You understand the importance of listening. You understand the importance of being present. You understand the importance of showing care through actions, not just words. These abilities create trust. They create safety. They create emotional connection. As this relationship develops, make a quiet promise to yourself. Protect what is healthy. Protect what brings peace. Do not allow old fears to control your future. Do not allow past disappointments to convince you that every new connection will end the same way. Every person is different. Every chapter is different. Every opportunity deserves to be viewed through its own lens. The timing of meaningful relationships often surprises us. Sometimes they appear when we least expect them. Sometimes they arrive after periods of waiting that felt endless. Sometimes they come after we have stopped searching so intensely. Life often prepares us before it delivers what we have been hoping for. Many seasons that feel like delays are actually seasons of growth. They teach lessons, they develop maturity, they create readiness. Later, when the right opportunity arrives, we understand why things happened the way they did. While you move through your own journey, continue living fully. Continue building a life that excites you. Continue pursuing your interests. Continue developing your talents. Continue caring for your physical health, your emotional well-being, and your personal growth. A fulfilled life attracts meaningful experiences. People are naturally drawn to those who have purpose. People notice those who carry confidence without arrogance. People are attracted to authenticity. When you focus on becoming your best self, you create an energy that others can feel. You become more comfortable in your own skin. You become more secure in your own value. You become more capable of giving and receiving love in a healthy way. The person who enters your life may notice these qualities immediately. They may be drawn to your confidence. They may admire your perspective. They may appreciate your maturity and life experience. At first, they may simply feel curious about you. They may want to know more about your story. They may want to understand what shaped you into the person you are today. Over time, that curiosity can grow into admiration. Admiration can grow into trust. Trust can grow into genuine